It's finally time to do a sketchbook tour of this one that I started back in January, end of January 2024, so it's been over a year. Took me a while to finish this one. I feel like there's a lot of pages in it. You can see how like bulky it is now, which is always cool to see when you're done a sketchbook. If you want to see me start this sketchbook, I filmed it, and like basically since January 2024, all the sketchbook drawings have been in this one, and now it's time to show you everything that's inside. This is the Royal Talons Art Creation Sketchbook. I think for the very first page was so fun to do. I drew a bunch of whale sharks. I think it was my first time drawing whale sharks, or one of my first times, and I drew on the inner cover. Like, this isn't even a page, this is the cover. Oh my god. Okay, no, I drew on the inner cover here. So this is the actual first page, and I drew on the cover. It was kind of fun to draw on the cover. I had my Caran d'Ache pastels in here. I really like the look of this page. It just feels very free. I've always liked the way I started the sketchbook, kind of set the bar high, honestly. Some dragons, a sardine tin, that like sardine aesthetic. Also, some of my nails have like green on them from a marker that exploded and it stained my hands, so like if you see anything like that, it's probably just an art supply. I really like these dragons. I drew more dragons. I just felt very free at this time. I wasn't adding too many details, very loose and free. I think I went through like a stiffness stage in this sketchbook. It's really cool to look back at these. I think I was doing sketches for my dragon print that I did like last February. Oh wait, I drew these while I was in India and I saw like peacocks in the wild, which was pretty cool, and like parrots and stuff. I might tilt it up like this for pencil drawings so there's no glare. I really like this dragon page. It's actually available as a print. These dogs are pretty cool. This turned into a print. It was the March print, I think, and just some like gouache. I tried to paint with gouache and it was like, wasn't really working out that well. This ended up being an underpainting that I painted on top of digitally and turned into a traditional digital mix print, which is pretty cool. I like this page just because it's so loose. I think I used this like paint marker. It was one of those random supplies I got from back when I used to do subscription boxes. I always like this little bird here and the lines. I like this drawing a lot. It's just very like loose and free. Just very like scribbly and loose. I think I was drawing nasturtiums, and I actually am growing some now in my garden. Very full circle moment. It's one of my favorite plants. Their leaves are just so cute. They don't look like real leaves. This page is kind of cool. I used some of my older pens, like filled in the background. I pasted a piece of paper on here to like redraw the head. Lots of birds. I remember during this time I was trying really hard to draw a bird in a very cute, simplified style, as cute as I could. So I just kept redrawing birds over and over, tried to figure out like how to make them look the cutest they could look, and like where their eye would be placed, how I drew their head, just like changing subtle things as I went, and really trying to nail down that style. A bunch of pencil drawings that I sealed with some watercolor. Beaver, kind of cute little beavers. He's holding a stick. I never really made this into anything. I drew a list of things I wanted to make and then drew on top of it. I wrote a list of things I wanted to make and then drew on top of it. I think I was trying to draw with the Caran d'Ache pastels, but like not do anything on top or underneath. Like I was just trying to just use the pastels, and it was a bit of a struggle here. This was when I first got the Artix acrylic markers, and they were really fun to use. And I was doodling a bunch of random faces on these circular sticky notes that I have, so I pasted them all in here. My mole sketch page, also available as a print, and just like more little mole sketches because I did a mole print of this like adventuring mole. And I did that traditionally. I don't remember if I filmed it. I think I did. More mole planning, random badger, a little thumbnail of a possible mole print. This one ended up being sort of the pose that I went with. I like this badger page because I used the acrylic markers and it's just very like bold, like black, gray, white, pink, yellow. I just like the color palette of it. Some more badgers. I don't think this turned into the sketchbook print. I think that's next. Some more people drawing. Every once in a while I just like to draw some people just to make sure I don't forget how, because I prefer to draw animals. Some badgers. I really like this print. It's still available on my store. One of my sketchbook prints on my Patreon, because every month I send out a print, a sticker, and a print from my sketchbook. So that's 2 prints and 1 sticker every single month, which helps me fill out my sketchbook more, gives me a reason to draw. I think this was also a print, was it? I don't remember, but this is a nice looking spread. I really like this spread, actually. I remember like while I was drawing it, I was like, oh, this is so overworked and messy, but then you look at it the next day and you're like, actually, I like this. I think I got some new pens. I was testing them out here. I drew Goomba. He's my favorite Mario character because he's the best. Just some people sketches filled in the background with some neon markers. I think they were just the Ohuhu markers and some of the new pens I got. Duckies, a duck sketchbook page that turned into a print. So I kind of do like some warm-ups and then I do the page. And then I might like keep drawing ducks a little bit on the next page, and then I kind of move on to my next area of interest. And I use a lot of the mild liners here for the background. I think mild liners have a really unique look to them. It's almost like their marker ink has kind of an opaqueness, like it's not fully transparent, which is cool. I don't really know how to describe it. They just feel different. I like this dog head, but it's a very scribbly page. A lot of people ask me if the Caran d'Ache pastels transfer. Yes, they do, but I don't really worry about it too much. If I really don't want something to transfer, I will just take some spray fixative and take it outside and just like do a dusting, and it helps it not transfer. Not huge on this page, it's like whatever. I kind of like this page. I think I filmed this. Drawing dogs is always a lot of fun. I tried to draw something and then I covered it with paint and then I did pastels on top, and I was just trying to like, I ended up doing I don't remember what this is called. This is a species, is it like a newt or a skink or something like that, and a page of weevils, and I really liked drawing this. I remember doing the line art and just really taking my time with it, and I had a lot of fun. And this is also a print. Now to thank the sponsor of this video, which is Squarespace. You probably know what Squarespace is by now, but if you don't, they're an online platform where you can build your very own website. What I did was I started off with a template. They have so many different templates to choose from, and once you selected a starting off point, you can change basically everything about the website. The fonts, the colors, the layout, you can add pages, you can add a shop. I use my Squarespace shop to sell digital downloads primarily, and I haven't had any issues with it. It's been a very smooth process. I use it to sell my Procreate brush packs. If you have a small business, you know how important it is to have a social media presence across all those different platforms, and you can link to all of them off of your Squarespace site. You just paste the link and they will put the corresponding icon so people know where to find you. If you want to try it out, go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch your site, go to squarespace.com/JelArts to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Now back to the video. This is a sort of unfinished page that I never came back to. I think I was like out of town, staying at someone's house, and just like doodling things late at night, and just like, it was one of those weird days where nothing is sort of coming out. It's not very cohesive. My fish spread that I filmed, I think, and then some more geckos, lizards. What is the other one? There's salamanders. I really like this little guy, this guy down here. And I like how I experimented with color and drew things that, like, this isn't the type of thing I normally draw. I found these challenging though, kind of challenging. One of those weird pages. I like this tree. I like some of the frogs, but it's kind of like a little disjointed. I don't think I was drawing a lot during this time. Some martins, pine martins, which I turned into a page of sketches. I like scanned it and put them all together. This is when I was first trying to plan out my Shrimps is Bugs sticker and patch and stuff, and my notepads. I have 2 of them here. I've used a lot of this one. Pigeon, raccoon. I also have a mushroom one. Some more random doodles. I think I was trying to think of sticker ideas, but these all just sort of feel like things I've already done. Not that there's anything wrong with that necessarily. I just wanted to do something different. This little whale shark with a sweater, I should definitely still make that into something. And some snakes. It's always fun to draw snakes because it's just like a relaxing like loopy loop. One of those pages that didn't really get much A little beetle up here, raccoons, dogs. I really like this page. This is one of my favorite pages for sure. I was trying to draw wolves. I was trying to draw like darker wolves and lighter wolves. I just really like the colors that I used. I think it came out really nicely. I like this sketch here. I think the anatomy is interesting. Drew a bunch of like witches, but it's kind of like I pasted paper in and it's all kind of like, I was trying really hard to make it look nice. It just looks kind of messy and scrapbooky, but that's sort of what I was aiming for. I like this guy. The rest of the page is like, I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of empty space that I could have filled, but I really don't want to go back to it now. Yeah, I was looking at some reference photos of people, just trying to draw people again, because I like to sort of do that every once in a while. And this was a failed, there was like a witch back here, and then something else below this. It was just one of those days where the art just was not arting. It was not coming naturally to me. It just wasn't working out. I don't even think I ended up showing this page on my video. Like, not all my pages end up working out the way I want. It was one of those like frustrating days. I hate those days. This one was okay. It still felt forced, like it doesn't look very natural. A lot of little cat characters. I like this page because it feels a little more playful. And this tree frog page ended up being a print that also feels a little more playful than the other ones. And oh, my stone garden guy, I wanted to do a print of him, and I ended up doing one. I wonder if the thumbnail's in here. Not really. I really like this doodle. There's something about it that I just really enjoy. I think I had a lot of fun doing it, and just like adding the little black bird was just like a nice little touch. I love drawing like little black birds. I think they just give a nice little like charm to a piece, I think. Like adding a little bird, it's always like a little cherry on top. A bunch of doodles of a dog. Her name is Mabel. She's wearing a little purple sweater in this one. She's a cute dog. That's her paw. Not my dog, but I wish. Some fishies. I actually quite like this page. I like the simple pen line drawings and just like weird stuff. I like looking back at all the weird stuff that I drew. And I like the different angles of these fish. And like candies. A little beetle guy. What is that? Like a wasp? A dino? I don't know. I want to do more pages like this in my next sketchbook. And I'll show you what my next sketchbook is at the end of this video, so stay tuned. I don't know, this is oh, I got a new pack of pens, the Zebra Sarsa. I mostly use them for planning now, like in my planner. But sometimes I doodle with them because this is a really nice rust brown that I love. So it's also good for doing like little doodles. I feel like there just came a time in my sketchbook where things would just get like messy and like smeary and like, what is this? I don't know. This doesn't really look as good as I wanted. Like there's definitely periods of good art and okay art and bad art. And I think that's just kind of how it works. And I accidentally ripped this. I swear it was an accident. Well, that's fine. This guy, I scanned him in and painted over it, but it just like did not really come together. It was an interesting exercise. I think his pose is just stiff and it's just like not, I don't know, it's missing something. It's missing a lot of things, but it's fine. I like this page because of all the different colors. I really like the reddish brown and the blues and the grays and just like cute little birds, lots of texture, some froggies. This page is okay. I'm trying out new acrylic markers here. I like this page. This is based off a photo that I saw on Pinterest that you've probably seen before. And I tracked down the original photographer in the video, and when I posted this on Instagram, I also tagged her just to make sure she got some credit for this photo. It's not like a real photo, it's like a Photoshop, but she did take the photo of each individual animal. Oh, this is when I got a bunch of new pencil crayons, and I had a lot of fun trying them out, but my hand started to hurt a lot around this time, just because of the way I hold things. But I realized that my Prismacolor Premier pencils that I've been using for years have kind of been holding me back in the realm of colored pencils, because these new ones I got, like a bunch of different brands. I got Holbein ones, Caran d'Ache ones, some other ones that I don't remember. I probably wrote them down eventually. Yeah, Derwent, Caran d'Ache Luminance. It's just like really nice textures. So I was having a lot of fun with that. I swatched all of the markers from a kit. I can't remember. Oh, it's this one, Ardex acrylic marker set liquid ink. I'm still working on my acrylic marker video. I swear I'm still working on it. I've been editing it. I really like this page. This snake is so cute. I feel like I sort of had a breakthrough here. Like, this looks a lot better than a lot of the other stuff that I was doing. This is all colored pencil, which is something I don't normally do, but it was so fun to do with the new pencils. The fox is okay, not a huge fan of him, but I just really like the way I did the leaves. It took a lot of patience. This is also colored pencil. This is a big mixed media of like marker and acrylic marker and pencil. So I use lots of supplies for this, and this is also a print. I don't remember if it's available yet. Oh yeah, this was after I went to a butterfly conservatory, and I was just really inspired by all the butterflies. But I don't know if I did the best job here, honestly. Like, I don't know what it was. I kept running into these problems where I would just add too much and yet not make it detailed or focused enough, and it just felt like I was just throwing stuff at the page. But I do like this guy. And these cute, like, can't remember what they're called, but they're so funny with their like noses. I like this page. I like how it's green and blue, sort of a limited color palette. I drew this from Pinterest, from a photo. It was really nice doing a little study of sheep and adding the little shadows and just like making the mountains. It was fun. I enjoyed that. And just like other little random thumbnails from landscapes. It's fun to do mini landscape thumbnails from photo references. But yeah, I like this little page. I think I was filming this and talking about YouTube and how like making videos is like kind of a struggle for me now. Like, it sort of feels like a chore, and I think I'm like overdoing it with my sketchbook, and I need to like simplify things. I've tried to sort of stick to that motto, but it's been hard. The rat page, I had a lot of fun with this page when I filmed it. I remember it was just one of those good days where I could draw, like I could actually draw that day. Some product ideas on that page, some more product ideas. These actually came in already. They'll be in my next shop update. Geese and fish sticker sheet. And drawing the Canadian geese was a lot of fun. Drawing the Canada geese was a lot of fun. The grammar there is tricky. Seagulls. I just like making them look cute because people always call them like demon birds and like angry, scary, dangerous, but I think they're cute. I think they're funny. Some more cute little birds and seabirds. Little piping plovers. Little shark. He looks a little sneaky. Oh, this little rat. More rats. I like drawing with ballpoint pen. It's pretty fun to draw with. It's not just for writing. Ballpoint pens are a really nice drawing utensil because you can actually get lighter tones by pressing lighter, which is pretty cool, kind of like a pencil. Gel pens, not so much, but like a standard ballpoint pen is good for that. This turned into a print. I'm working on a print right now and it's really challenging me. It's just been such a struggle for no reason. And I don't really like this page. Badger and some other random stuff. Like, I think I was struggling a little bit with art around this time. Wasn't really sure what I was doing. Oh, and I like this page. This page was fun. This was like one of those days where I was just having fun, drawing some killdeer. I like killdeer. Oh, and another nice little birdie spread. Had a few good days. It's just so full of color. Looks nice. Not all spreads are going to be like these. These are high effort, takes a long time. Oh yeah, some people drawings. I just wanted to change things up and just like draw some people from photos. It was pretty fun. I used a pink marker to do the sketch. Then I outlined it in black, and then I sort of used the pink to shade areas in. It kind of helps hide the sketch and just ties it together. Some plants, some more just like people, random things. My bird feeder. I don't really remember this page that much. A face, some tomatoes, blueberries, frog. I don't know, I think I was just scrolling Pinterest and just doodling aimlessly because I didn't really know what to do. Ballpoint pen is so fun to sketch with, so fun. This page, I had every intention to draw a lot more than I did. I asked Instagram, I'm like, what should I draw? And someone said a squid, so I drew a squid. Someone said a hummingbird with a hat, so I drew that. And someone said a jellyfish, but I didn't post a jellyfish. And someone said a hedgehog, but I didn't post a hedgehog because it doesn't really look that good. But that's what I did this page. I wish I drew more requests. I did that before where I actually drew more, but I was just looking for suggestions. Well, this page was fun. I remember this. I actually had a lot of fun with this. I was drawing flying fish and outlining it with watercolor and only using watercolor, and they just look so like soft and painterly. And I like the colors down here. It just felt like a fun art day after not having very fun art days. And a little octopus, and I drew some hermit crabs. I didn't want to color them just because sometimes it's nice to just leave the sketch the way it is. And yeah, I drew some more birds. I was having fun drawing them. Little dinosaur looking birds. And some people. I taped this down because the pen was not drying on top of the paint swatches. And I think that almost brings us to the end. Yeah. I just filled the last page with doodles and planning for July's print of fish and raccoons and like a forest, and I'm still working on it, and it is really, really giving me a hard time. Like honestly, I'm kind of like redoing half of it and trying to make it work. So hopefully I can turn that into something nice, and I don't really think there's much else. Yeah, these were like random comics that I did on a plane when we were flying to India, and we had a lot of time to kill, so we just like took turns drawing panels of comics. I'll show you them. Usually I don't do non-sketchbook stuff in my sketchbooks, but I was just so bored on the plane. And a bunch of little marker swatches that I never finished. I think there used to be a pocket back here. Oh wow, look at that. I need to like rebind this. But that's my sketchbook. I would definitely recommend this sketchbook brand if you don't mind the off-white paper. I'm excited to use white paper again instead of off-white. I'll show you what my next sketchbook will be. I don't think there's as many pages in the new one, which is kind of nice because I kind of want to try doing a larger sketchbook. But this one is Handbook Journal Co., one of my favorite sketchbook brands, but it's expensive now, man, it's so expensive. But it's watercolor and very thick. And I filled one of these before and had a really fun time with it. So I'm hoping this one will be good. If you want me to sort of film the process of starting this one and decorating it with stickers and just like filling the first page or two, let me know. I'll probably do it anyway though. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for sticking along with me while I finish this sketchbook. I feel like there are a lot of pages in the Royal Talons sketchbooks. They're thin, but they take all sorts of media so well. They come in so many different colors. I think my next sketchbook after this one will be like a large Royal Talons, like a big one. That's gonna take me so long to fill. I don't know. I do like the smaller size that's more portable, so I don't know. There's pros and cons to using small sketchbooks and large sketchbooks. So we'll just see how I'm feeling at the time. But I would definitely recommend this brand. They're great, honestly. And I love that they come in different colors. I wish I decorated it more, but I just wanted to keep it like aquatic themed on the outside because I've been kind of into that lately. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite spread is. I don't know what my favorite one is, honestly. Maybe the wolf one, just because I remember drawing that in the moment and really enjoying the process. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.